Hello. Hello, welcome to Mountaineer News 2. Alright, let's just get this out of the way. This entire NFL season is on so many drugs. Like, I don't know why, but what is the NFL smoking? Like, after last week, and after all these weeks, at this point, I am just straight up confused. I can't even comprehend what I'm about to say. If I were to tell you all of this 7 weeks ago, you would have thought that I am a crazy guy. To be fair, I'm surprised no one had already called me out on that earlier. But we still got a video to make because, let's be clear, this entire NFL season has already been on drugs and cocaine for way too long. And at this point, we gotta digest it and we still gotta make picks, okay? This season is making me lose my mind. It really is. I mean, I want you to think about this. The teams that only have one loss are the Buccaneers, which are expected, the Packers, which I don't know should count. I mean, they have one tie. And then the Colts and the Steelers. I have no... Can you comprehend that? And the two best teams in the NFL right now, the Colts and the Bucs. Can you comprehend this? Like, the Buccaneers, yes, you could have easily saw this one coming. Tampa Bay, I projected to be a lot better than what people expected. But the Colts? The Colts? You gotta be kidding me. Seriously, this entire NFL season is on something. And it ain't pretty. I mean, you have the two teams that were undefeated, had lost 2 in a row. The Bills, well, they lost to the Falcons, and the Eagles are basically falling apart a bit. I mean, the team that was supposed to win the AFC, the Ravens, are 1-5 and could likely kiss their playoff hopes goodbye at this point. Yeah. This season has been crazy, and it's been on so many weird drugs. I think I said that way too much. Gee, can't imagine people with girlfriends trying to explain to them how they need to be paying attention to this. And honestly, I don't blame the girlfriend. If I were to describe everything I'm saying right now, they would think it was gibberish. And if you're wondering, no, I don't have a girlfriend, and no, I don't plan on dating because I got a season to investigate. I have an NFL season to write down on this little piece of paper. Alright, let's get started. Oh, this season is going to kill me, isn't it? It really is. So let's start out with the first game, shall we? We got the 4-1 Steelers against the 2-4 Bengals. Now, as a Steelers fan, I have seen this situation before. This is clearly a trap game. 100% to the teeth. I mean, the Steelers are notorious for one thing, and that is playing down to our competition. This is a thing that has gone back to the days of Cowher and Noel. Like, the Steelers always have that one game where we just play down to our competition and play terrible after a pretty good week. And this game screams trap game. It really does. Let me explain. The Steelers, 4-1 by the way, and they're looking like one of the best teams in the league. Although I will admit, they are very, very fraudulent. This is not one of the best teams in the league. I have no idea how we're 4-1, and I have no idea that we are actually going to win the division. I have no clue. And, yeah. Like, the Steelers played their first complete game. You heard that right. They played a complete game. Boy, this season is screwed up. And now you have a Bengals team that has played horrific and pitiful play over the past 4 games. Joe Flacco doesn't seem to be helping out much, and this entire Bengals team looks like a mess. And realistically, Pittsburgh should win this, but I say the Steelers need to take this game very cautiously. And here's the thing. You're probably asking, why are you so concerned about this game? I've seen this before. I have seen this before with my own 2 eyes. And just to let you know, I'm going to make one thing very, very clear. I don't trust this 2025 Steelers team. I really don't. After how last year ended, I just can't trust them. But if the Steelers really want to show me that this ain't the same old Steelers, they got to get a win here. They got to get a win. If they really want to claim that this team is different, they got to beat the Bengals. If they do so, they would gain my trust. I'm picking the Steelers because they're my favorite team, but I would not be surprised if the Bengals win, and win convincingly over us. So yeah, give me the Steelers. Give me the Steelers. Then we have our third London game, and I'm so sorry to everyone in London for having to watch the Vikings and Browns and the Broncos and Jets. Because now you're finally going to get a good game here. You got the Rams and the Jaguars. The Jaguars coming off of a tough loss against the Seattle Seahawks, and the Rams coming off of a very ugly win over a Ravens team that is falling apart. The Jaguars, as I've made it clear, I really like this Jaguars team. The Rams are definitely contenders for the NFC West, but they have a little bit of issues. They're not 100% consistent, and that Ravens game does show. I mean, the game is in London, which means it's a glorified home game for Jacksonville, but I think this game is going to be pretty close. It's going to come down to the wire, but in the end, I have Jacksonville winning. So give me the Jaguars over the Rams. Then, we got the Eagles and the Vikings. The Eagles, those were 2 rough games. I mean, something is seriously wrong with the Eagles right now. And I don't know if they're going to fix it anytime soon. I mean, am I ready to throw the fraud button at the Philadelphia Eagles? Because it certainly is. Then you have a Vikings team coming off of a bye week. I don't know if J.J. McCarthy is playing or not. I have a feeling that it's likely going to Carson Wentz again, but yeah, this game is really going to explain a lot about these 2 teams, and I think this game is probably going to be a close one, but in the end, and this is my upset pick of the week, I'm taking the Vikings here. I think Minnesota will beat Philadelphia because something's just going on with the Eagles, and I don't think they are really that stable. I mean, I have the Eagles on collapse alert for a reason. So give me the Vikings. Then you have the Patriots and the Titans. First off, how the heck are the Patriots the number 1 team in the AFC East? Let me be clear, the Patriots are a really, really bad team. But somehow they're drunkenly 4-2. 4-2. And they get the easiest part of their schedule. Meaning that they could find some way to make the playoffs. You kidding? This is ridiculous. Ridiculous as could be. And then, of course, this Patriots team that I say is terrible and they are frauds are going up against the Titans, who just fired Brian Callahan. And yeah, anything negative against the Tennessee Titans will not be accurate enough. Give me the Patriots to win big. Give me New England. Then we have the Panthers and Jets. The Panthers are 3-3. And the Panthers have a chance to go above 500 for the first time since, 2021? Yeah. Since 2021. Oh, man. Oh, man. I mean, the Panthers are garbage, but compared to the Jets, they're not that bad. Not that bad. I mean, the Jets are a mess. Honestly, I think the Jets really do have a great chance of going winless this year. It's clear to everyone that Aaron Glenn is not NFL coach ready. He clearly is not ready to be an NFL head coach, and it shows. Give me the Panthers to beat the Jets. Then we got another Tank Bowl, everyone. Another Tank Bowl. The 1-5 Dolphins against the 1-5 Browns. Yeah, the federal government needs to use this game as an interrogation tool because this game is going to suck. The Dolphins nearly pulled the upset against the Chargers, but of course, they lost because, of course, the Chargers are not that incompetent enough to lose to the Dolphins. Then you have the Browns, who, did not look good against the Steelers. I can tell you that with certainty. Yeah, I have a feeling that the Browns are, I don't know. I was back and forth with this one. Both teams suck badly, but I think the Dolphins are probably worse. I think the Dolphins are basically going to clean house by the end of the season. Expect Tua to get fired. Expect Nick Daniels to get fired. Expect a complete gutting of the team. So give me the Browns to win this Tank Bowl by default. Bears, Saints. Saints were competitive against the Patriots, but they still did not win. But now those games are over. Now you gotta face the Bears, who are coming off of a big win over the Commanders. So, give me the Bears. The Bears are going to win the game. Raiders and Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs are definitely looking like they're going to go on a winning streak here soon. You hate it. I hate seeing the Chiefs succeed. I mean, the Raiders are a disgrace. It's clear that Pete Carroll is rustling and buckling. Pete Carroll is nothing more than a shell of his former self in basically every facet. And so is Geno Smith. Seriously, that entire team is decaying rapidly. The only thing that's saving the Raiders is, I don't know, maybe Brock Bowers and Aston Genting? I don't know. Give me the Chiefs big. Colts versus Chargers. This one was also back and forth. You have two teams that are pretty good. Chargers have definitely been banged up by injuries, and the Colts are on fire right now. But however, the Colts do suffer from a lack of experience in these big games. I think it showed with their lackluster performance against the Rams. So this is going to be the Colts' big test. But personally, I think the Chargers want to get back on track. Because with the Broncos and Chiefs right behind them, you got to stay competitive in the very tough AFC West. So I got the Chargers beating the Colts close. Then you got the Giants and the Broncos. The Broncos nearly lost to the Jets. That's all you need to know. But they pulled out Like, the Broncos have been playing ugly and not up to full potential. Like, let me get this clear. The Broncos have so much potential, but yet they don't fulfill it. That's kind of sad. And then on the other hand, you have the Giants, who, despite being the Eagles, are still not good. Yeah, the Broncos win, but I think the Giants will keep it competitive. Packers and Cardinals. Cardinals are... Arizona, you are the kings of disappointment. Seriously. You are the king of disappointment. Then you have the Packers, who are 3-1-1. Yeah, I'm still not impressed by Green Bay. The Packers beat the Cardinals, but it's by default. I mean, the Cardinals... Commanders and Cowboys, the battle of the teams that are inconsistent. Both the Commanders and Cowboys are both the most inconsistent teams in the league right now. Both of them play either good or pathetic. And, yeah, it's that simple. This one is probably going to be a close one, considering that these two teams are very similar in where they are. But I got the Commanders winning because Dallas once again lost to the Panthers. Falcons, 49ers. The 49ers are dealing with a ton of injuries. I still don't know how they're still afloat. But yeah, give me Atlanta. Atlanta's going on a roll. Buccaneers and Lions. Lions looking for that rebound game. And what better way to rebound than against the Buccaneers? I mean, the Buccaneers definitely have the Lions' number, as they have played very competitive and beat them last year. But it's a Monday night game in Detroit. I think Detroit is probably very upset after that tough loss to Kansas City, where the refs definitely played an impact. So, I think the Lions are going to come out a bit angry and hungry. Give me Detroit. Finally, Texans and Seahawks. Yeah, Texans, want to see more of them. Seahawks had a great win over the Jaguars. I think the Seahawks are definitely competitors in the NFC West with the Rams, so give me the Seahawks. And that wraps up these picks are going to age so poorly. I just know it. I went 8-7 last week, and they're probably going to get a similar record, but who cares? Anywho, yeah, the season's a mess. I don't know what else to say. I'm out near news 2. Good night, everyone. Good night. What a crazy, crazy season.